Hello everyone, this is OT Marna again, and thank you for joining me again. I'm going to walk with you through free wipes, Lysol wipes from items that you probably already have in your home, and the way I make them, they are reusable and recyclable. So one of the things that I'm finding hard to find in the stores right now during our time dealing with COVID virus is Lysol wipes. I do have this package that has maybe 6 more in there, and I take that to work with me to wipe down my stethoscope and my blood pressure cuff and my pulse oximeter and my bag, things like that. But for in the home, when I want to wipe off things regularly that I'm wanting to do, especially now, like door handles, the flush knob to the toilet, everything in the bathroom, but especially that. Things that I think what someone might touch before they've had an opportunity to wash their hands, counters, food prep surfaces, all things like that right now. This is a really simple recipe, and it's adapted for something that I did see on YouTube. So I saw this very clever woman on YouTube take a plastic container, and she used the same recipe we're going to use, and she made pull-up wipes using paper towels. She had a container that fit a package of her paper towels. She let the solution soak on the paper towels. After a while, that softened the cardboard center enough that she could start pulling them up from the top, and I thought, that's terrific. But if you saw my last video, you know that I'm going to be using my paper towels to make free, easy to make face masks for anyone I'm around who's sneezing or sniffling or coughing, so that we can hopefully prevent some of that large droplet spread. But let's get to this. So this is the finished product. You can use whatever container you want. This is the container I use. These were some takeout Chinese food containers that I save. And I'm not sure, it probably looks backwards to you there, I'm sorry, but this reads bleach, and then I have the recipe along here. Okay, I wanted everyone in my family to know what these were. They're pretty grown, but so that they could use them. Not necessarily because I'm afraid they're gonna eat them or anything like that, but I want them to use them. But I'm on my last one. On my last one here now. So I'm gonna be probably using that today. So I wanna make another batch tonight. So I thought, oh, I'll show the folks how to make that. Okay. And once again, just like with the face mask video, if you come up with an idea that's better than mine, which I'm sure you could, please do, and please share it. We're going to get through this together, okay? We really will. All right, so one way I'm adapting my technique from the one that I saw on Facebook is, again, I'm not using paper towels. So when I went to the grocery store and could not find toilet paper and could not find toilet paper and could not find toilet paper, I thought, what am I going to do? So at BJ's, before we got asked to stay at home, I got 2 large beach towels. They were like $3 each, okay? You could use these. You could use, if you have any old towel in your home, anything that is either white, almost white, or you don't care if you never see the color in it again, because we are going to be adding bleach to the solution, and so the item will get bleached. And what I did was, I'll just demonstrate one. For toilet paper squares, I cut out approximately a small face cloth size, and I have stacked them up in the bathroom and told the girls to use them with warm water. And then I have a special bucket that they're getting put in after they're used, and they'll get laundered with bleach. And I think it works out good. But I have 2 big towels, and so I'm going to donate some of them to my Lysol wipe container, some new ones, not some used ones. So you'll need some of these. So, but they don't have to be pretty, they don't have to be neat. Like, this has already been through the wash once, it's kind of raggedy, it doesn't matter. This is an old towel, probably a little bit big, it doesn't matter. You know, here's a slightly smaller one. I was probably getting tired of cutting big, probably started at this size and went bigger. That doesn't matter, but it's really big. After it went through the washer and the dryer, I got a big not on it there. And then here's another one. I'm not making the pull-up kinds. Mine aren't going to come nice and neat out of the package. Mine, you're going to have to open the lid, take them out, put the lid back on, okay? They just have to fit in a container. That's the only thing that matters. They just have to fit in the container. So this is what we're going to use for today. So I'm going to just clean that up a little bit. Probably I'll have to do this every time they come through the wash and the dryer. Oh, I have to do that. That's okay. There we go. And then the solution. Now, I used one of the wipes on my table, and even though it's a wooden table, I think it's okay because the bleach solution is pretty mild. I wouldn't say it's a 10-to-1 solution, but you can definitely smell the bleach, but it's pretty mild. So are these in your way? I'm going to move these. What we're going to need is any kind of bleach. I'm using what I had in the house. I probably have like this much left. We're going to need 1 cup of very hot water. In the demonstration that I saw, the woman went right to the sink and poured the hot water in just as she added the bleach and the Dawn. She didn't add Dawn, she added essential oils. When I first started making this, I would add the water in the last minute to make sure it's very, very hot because I thought, that's a big part of it. This I poured about 3 minutes ago, so it's, warm, but I think it'll be adequate. So we're going to mix the solution, but because I'm doing it over my table, I'm bringing my towel back up here in case I spill some of my bleach. I don't want that directly on my table. And then we need a container. You can use, if you want to make the pull-up kinds, okay, and you happen to have one of these larger Clorox or Lysol Wipe containers, and you are going to use the paper towel method, you cut the paper towel roll in half, and you could probably pry off the lid of a wider one. This is the 35 wet wipes, the 9.1 ounces. I don't know how big that big one is, but we all know what I'm talking about. That's the widest one you can get. You could probably shove the paper towel roll, half a paper towel roll, cut in half, down that way. But I'm just going to use the container that I got Chinese food in. And yes, I'm going to write the solution on it again. So I'm just going to write bleach wipes. And I'll write the recipe. 1 cup water, in case anyone in my family feels like making that would be fine. On the first one, I think I wrote 111, but really I used 2 tablespoons of bleach. Does not matter the brand. And then I put 1 drop, really, of dish detergent. The one I have in my house happens to be Dawn. Whatever one you have in your house right now without you having to go out is perfect. Remember that. Okay, so I'm going to place the wipes in this container any way I kind of can and get them to stay in. I put the bigger ones on the bottom, and then as I use, I might not be able to fit them all in. If I were a neat person, I probably could, but that's okay. Then how I use these is as I pick one up, I'll sort of squeeze the extra and that dribbles down to those. But when I first pour the solution in, I leave it flat, and then if I feel like it's too dry on top, I'll flip the whole thing to get the wettest ones and then squeeze my way down. Okay, so you just want the reusable wipes. So remember, I'm not going to put these after I use them in my straight laundry basket. I've put aside a special pail for the toilet paper ones and these because I figure the bleach in these will help protect them when they go through the wash with the other ones, and I'm adding more bleach to that wash and washing it in hot water and drying it, and so it all comes out in the wash, pardon my pun. Okay, so I've got my container kind of loaded. Now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of whatever bleach you have on hand to my hot water. Switch that in there. the woman whose video I watched on YouTube, she put in essential oil drops at this point. She did not use a soap or detergent at all. She kept it straight chemical and put 10 drops of a lemon essential oil in, or an orange. Either of those would be lovely for the kitchen. I actually like the fact that I'm putting a tiny drop of the soap in because I feel it will get a little bit of degreasing and shining along with the disinfecting properties that I'm hoping to get from the bleach and water. Now, I will smell this. Yeah, you can definitely smell the bleach. You know what it smells like? A public swimming pool. Like if you ever stay at a hotel and you go into the pool room and you can tell, oh, they use chlorine here. This is a good pool. That's what it smells like. It's not overwhelming. It's not disgusting. It's just there. Slowly pour it over all the cloths. And they will absorb it. How many cloths? This is kind of like the how many folds question of my last video with face masks. However many fit in your container. So, you know, I'm going to lift this up and, you know, it's pretty dry in the bottom. So these are absorbing all this solution. And I use one of these containers up pretty quick. Like every day and a half. So if I were to get to the bottom of this container and use my last cloth, there you have it, voila. If I were to use my last cloth and there was still some of the bleach and water solution, I'd throw another 1 or 2 dry cloths in the bottom and use it, and then throw them in the wash, and then when they come out, reuse them. So hopefully you have all these items in your home: the container, the water, the bleach, the vinegar, if you choose the essential oil. If not, that's okay. Again, please don't go to the store right now for that. You could order it online, let it come to you if that idea really appeals to you. I've also made these in the past as just general cleaning wipes with vinegar instead of bleach. And when I used vinegar, I used like pretty much half and half water and vinegar. And with those, I did add an essential oil because vinegar is really good. Although it makes your whole kitchen smell like vinegar, when the vinegar smell's gone, it really does deodorize your kitchen, and it will leave the scent of the essential oil, whichever one you choose, in your kitchen. But this, I want to wipe down my remotes, I want to wipe down my phone, I want to wipe down my doorknobs, my countertops, my refrigerator door, freezer door, that kind of thing. I don't want us sharing, as much as we're trying to hand sanitize, wash our hands, not touch our faces. We are touching objects in our home and we're sharing that. So this is for protection more than anything else. Okay, thank you for watching this. I think I'll be making another video in the next few days about how to make your own hand sanitizer. Okay, and that's a 2-ingredient thing that you may or may not have in your home, but when we run out of hand sanitizer and we have to go out into the public and then we need something to squirt on our hands as we're going back to our car, hand sanitizer is your best bet then. Like, I have to go to work still. I'm considered an essential employee. So I am washing my hands, using hand sanitizer, going into someone's house, applying the gloves, washing my hands if I can when I leave, then hand sanitizer in the car. I mean, I'm really making a job of it. Oh, that's my pappy in the backyard. All right, thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.